It seems like when I call you, you text my partner Kaz. So you can just call me back.
I don't know what you're talking. So your partner's texting me, and I respond to him. I try calling your number multiple times, and I get a recording saying the number's not in service. So I'm not.
This is my
intentionally
number
trying to go around you by any means.
No. I'm just saying it's not going to go anywhere.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Keith.
Yes.
When I call you, you continue to text my partner, and it's me you need to talk to.
You're breaking up on me.
I didn't say anything. When I call you, you're texting my partner, and I'm the one that you need to talk to regarding the lease.
Yep.
So you got my email.
Yeah, I think somebody had emailed Rachel, and I replied to you from that.
Perfect. We're interested in signing a long-term lease, spending a bunch of money on equipment, washers and dryers, what this place needs, and bringing it into the 21st century, if you will. At the end of the day, we don't get rich from our laundromats, but I'm not a salesman. I'm not trying to flip it or sell it to the next guy, which is what you want to be cautious of. And I'm happy that the infrastructure's there. I don't have to buy the place. The gas, water, electric is there. If you've got a great tenant and they pay the rent on time, there's probably not much to talk about. But when that all comes to a halt, my MO is fairly simple. We want to talk lease terms with you, try to beat you up on the rent a bit, and have another successful store, serve the community, if you will. If any of that makes any sense.
Sure. So the space is 2,540 square feet. We're asking $25 a square foot. Triple net's there, $620 a square foot annually. And we would need to recapture the space, but we are actively marketing the existing laundromat.
And that's your business. I understand what all that means. At the end of the day, the tenants were probably sold a bill of goods. It's sad. I really don't appreciate the way that this industry runs. Most of the people buying these places are fairly clueless. And that being said, we can offer you 20. I can't do anything about the triple nets. I can put it in writing. The difference with me and you, even your current tenant, we're going to be spending $7,000 a month on debt service on new equipment. I don't intend on trying to run it the way it is. At the end of the day, they think they have a bargaining chip because equipment is there. Well, they don't own the infrastructure. You do. If it's a waste of energy, then if you can't do 20, I would give you some advice, honestly. Vanilla the space, hope to get an optometrist in there or some other type of business. Anyone willing to jump in at that rate, plus I assume there will be increases. We're going to end up flat on our face, and I don't want to come at you in 6 months or 6 years hat in hand. On a 15-year term, I can start at $20. No skin off my nose. Writing an LOI is not a big deal if we're in the ballpark.
Yeah, I honestly don't think we're in the ballpark, but I'm happy to put a proposal in front of the owner. I mean, you're proposing $13.80 a square foot, and we're quoting 25, and I think we'll probably get close to 25. So
if you get 25. And that operator intends to run the place the way it is, I'm just telling you, I own 36 locations, not trying to impress you. I own some of my buildings, the strip malls. It just depends on the scenario. There's a lot of fervor about laundromats right now, all these morons thinking they can pick up gold out of the streets. And the truth is, $12 is a real ballpark, and I'm offering more than that to start. I know where I'm at, where I have to be. I'm going to bring the distributors in. It's going to be a very different animal. You don't care. It's just another tenant. But that's why these places are going away as well, because a strong operator knows what they can pay. And if there's 3% increases. So if we get this done, what type of abatement can I expect?
I don't think the owner's going to do a deal at south of $14
okay, so
a square foot.
So I shouldn't even write it.
You are absolutely welcome to write it, and like you said, if it's no skin off your nose, to write it up and get it over to me. I'm happy to put it in front of them. I have a call scheduled with him on Friday. I can talk it through. But I completely understand what you're saying and respect your expertise in the industry. But
thank you.
We don't have to lease this. We don't have to lease this to a laundromat. We're not targeting laundromats to replace the laundromat. So
right.
It's just. So it doesn't have to be a laundromat. Like you said, we put an optometrist in there for $25.
Sure. The difference is a good laundromat is a very different entity from what you've had here for probably 30, 35 years. It puts a bad taste in the landlord's mouth. like anything, there's very good cheeseburger joints, and that ain't McDonald's. But if a McDonald's wants to come in, you say, yay, it's a national chain, wonderful, food's not that great.
They put mayonnaise on it?
Yes.
Can you tell me why they do that?
But they're going to pay the rent. So different thing. Whether you and I end up in the drive-through or not is a totally different scenario. We run exquisite laundromats, and when it's not my space, I know where the rent needs to be. So that's you're my mouthpiece. That's the discussion we have. I will put together an LOI. I've got, no, I only have Rachel's email. What's your email address? All right, Keith, I'll fire that off to you. Again, it seems like when I call you, you text my partner Kaz.
I don't know what you're talking about. So your partner's texting me and I respond to him. I try calling your number multiple times and I get a recording saying the number's not in service. So I'm not.
This is my
intentionally
number
trying to go around you by any means.
No. I'm just saying it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks. Why would he say that he's not texting you and you say that he did?
He 100% did text me.
I don't know. He's confused. So the guy's nervous. You can hear him swallowing and gagging on his own spit. He's not very good at negotiating.
Yes, well, what can I do for you?
But he's got the chutzpah and the balls to tell me that they're not going to do this at that price.
I'll tell you one thing, you got balls.
Yeah, who knew?
Well, that's fine. Then great. He'll figure out what it's going to cost. When I said what kind of abatement, he said, go yourself. He didn't even want to talk abatement. So I'm going to send you my letter of intent. I'm going to give, we're just going to write it so he'll have it, because if we have a conversation with this guy, he is not being forced to speak to the landlord in any way. When we email him a real offer in the form of a letter of intent, he said he'll talk to the landlord this week. So next week, we know that the landlord will have seen it. By the way, when we send an LOI, we don't follow up. We don't ask, we don't call, we don't write. But he will tell this landlord, these people really know what they are doing. Me, i.e. you. He will, because of this strong conversation we've had. When you hit the ground, go through the LOI. We don't send it the same day. He'll get it tomorrow. Don't be in a rush. And go back into the notes and write down what he was saying and what you think about all of it. I'll send you the LOI right now.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.